'tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him, how he jets under his advanced plumes.
Sight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Pistol him, pistol him.
Peace, peace.
There's an example for it. The lady of the stretching mirror, the human of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace, now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him. Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state.
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
Calling all my officers about me, in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, peace, peace. And then, to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, for to my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, 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 now, now. 7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up watch, or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace. I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow of the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your niece give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scabe!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot. Besides, you waste your treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here? Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace, and the spirit of humor imitate, reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, her T's, why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. By your leave, wax, soft, and the impressure of her Lucrece, with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady, to whom should this be? This wins him liver and all. Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know what follows. The number's altered, no man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio?
Mary, hang thee Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore, M-O-A-I doth sway my life. A Fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life? Nay, but first let me see, let me see, let me see. What dish o' poison has she dressed him?
And with what wing the staniel checks at it?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. In the end, what should the alphabetical position pretend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly, M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that he is now a cold scent.
Souter will cry upon it for all this, though it be as rank as a fox. M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name. Did not I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults. M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel. That suffers under probation A should follow, but O does. And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudge him and make him cry, oh!
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and you had any eye behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into my hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Let thy blood and spirit embrace them. And to enure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember, go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance, and I will be point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this that my lady loves me. For every reason, she did command my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings, and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in thy presence still smile. Dear, my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me. I will not give my part of this sport for a pension of thousands to be paid from the Sophie.
I could marry the wench for this device.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry of her, but such another jest.
Nor I either.
Here comes my noble goal catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot o' my neck?
Or mine either.
Shall I play my freedom at tray trip, and become thy bondslave?
I faith or I either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aqua vita with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, to the color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar thou must, excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.